A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's up it. Of 2 out to the 27. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Trubisky. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30, 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go play action. Trubisky. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Trubisky will throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give it credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Roberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They go play action, and now here's Oladokun. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Vikings had 8 and 5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing it this time with Oladokun. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Oladokun. Throw offside and I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up, trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They run the option on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there. And a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this one.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oladokun fakes a give. Now he'll throw it. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Oladokun, 3rd and long. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Joseph for the Vikings field goal.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
You never draw with points. Most quarterback tutorials ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Trubisky. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Again, they'll find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
They run it with Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Left side complete. That's Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot and couldn't throw.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Oladokun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. On 1st down, Trubisky. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Here we go, set!
Here's Chandler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwogu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oladokin off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's got room at the 30. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Chandler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And Oladokun going to throw it here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
A 50-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Their catch made at the 20-yard line. The Colts take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kwity Paye in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
this is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Oladokun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. That's quickly out wide to Davis. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not neutral works while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oladokin's throw complete there to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oladokin drops this underneath for Chandler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Chandler, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oladokin to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, it's Chandler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. Third down here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Olajokin. For a right side here, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. 27 yards there. A very nice third down conversion. If we got there first to throw on third down, the connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kwity Paye picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On third down, it's Chandler, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So let's see the important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. He gets this into the hands of Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
To Paris Campbell. A gain of 7. And the Colts first down.
Trubisky will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 64 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, you might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13. Here we go.
Now Oladokun, 3rd and long. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't.